All right, Kraft with the first serve. Going after Kusano. Kusano with the deep line. Painting that line.
You know, she's a tricky server. She's very good, very skilled. She hits those jump serves right down the line when you don't expect it.
Yeah, she's one of our only players that's really doing a top spin kind of jump serve. Oh, look at that dig.
What an awesome dig that was.
All right. Kraft trying to go to the angle, but only finding the net.
You know, it's a scorching hot day today, and it's amazing how these women are holding up with all of the stamina needed to be playing at this high level.
Kusano back to serve. This time going after Maple. Maple swinging. 2-0, just a little bit out.
Well, Maple and Kraft had a slow start in their earlier match against the other USA team. Let's see if they come back and get a groove on, get some rhythm.
Kusano there for the dig. Trying to go for that angle, just sailing out.
Well, we don't expect that too often from the Japanese teams, going out that wide out.
Kraft back to serve. Kraft working on Kusano again. Kusano with a high line. And it's in, painting the line. Beach volleyball corner pocket. 4-1, Japan in the lead.
Yeah, those are the shots we've expecting from the Japanese team all week. Very, very accurate with their shots.
Precise measurements. Hashimoto back to serve. Going short on Maple. Little joust at the net. Oh, going over on. Talk about ball control, jousting at the net. Give it up for both teams.
Well, if we've said that the Japanese teams are very accurate and disciplined with their play, the Americans have shown their power.
Little block, but good recovery. Right there. Maple finding the open spot. Going back to serve, we got Maple from the U.S. First switch of the day, Japan leading 4-3.
These two young ladies from the U.S. have been very impressive. We've all been impressed all week with their play. And, you know, they're playing a little harder out there because moms are out there watching them.
Yep. Oh, monster block. Got the DJ going off now. Maple back to serve. Going after Kusano. Going middle. Kraft with the dig. Oh, going for the line, but just a little bit out.
Yeah, just out, looks like. Good decision, just didn't execute it.
Nope. Execution is key, especially with all this wind.
Yeah, if you've been playing here for a week, which all of these girls have, they will realize that wind gusts come out of nowhere sometimes. So,
and Hashimoto with the block. Monster block.
She must have heard me earlier about the power of the U.S. saying, hey, we got some power blocks here in Japan, too.
Pull by the Japanese. Oh, good up. A little miscommunication there.
It'll be interesting who the girls really target in terms of their serves. A lot of people that are new to beach volleyball, they may not understand the strategy behind how people get selected to receive the ball.
7-5.
Yeah, so far they've been aiming at Kusano. Hashimoto back to serve.
Back to serve.
Which makes sense because Sano is the smaller player of the two, and they're hoping to tire her out by having her make more effort for swings.
Hashimoto with a pull, Kusano with the dig. Going up, swinging. Kraft or Maple there. Another swing just out of the reach.
Uh, 5-8, U.S. 5, Japan 8. It looks like the U.S. team of Kraft and Maple have settled down and have finally found their rhythm. It's good to see, because when they're playing with their best rhythm, they are pretty hard to stop.
They're a force to reckon with. Hashimoto back to serve, 8 serving 5. Big hit by Kraft. Boom. Talking about U.S. with the power. Oh, going line.
Now, this is a crucial play because this is where if the Japanese team can get another point, it can kind of keep that distance away from the younger team. And we'll see what happens here. Oh. And, you know, sometimes you get gifts like that, and it starts to create walls in the minds of the other players.
Yep. So now you just got to make sure you take advantage of that. Kusano back to serve. Going after Maple.
Oh, big swing.
A little bit long on that one. Kusano back to serve again. Looks like she's sticking with this jump serve. It's working so far. Still going after Maple. This time behind. Oh, good touch, good hustle, but just out of the reach. Smart play by Maple.
Yeah, good hustle there by the Japanese team, but just not enough.
Kraft back to serve. Going after Kusano again. Kraft with the block. Double block.
Good point right there. Staying in it.
Monster block. Monster blocks.
That's right. Huge blocks.
Trying to take over. Going back to serve. 9 serving 10.
A nice swing there. Nice kill. You know, Shin, we've been talking about the power and the discipline of each team, but size-wise, they're pretty evenly matched. Hashimoto measuring at 6 feet, and so is Megan Kraft. And really, it's just an inch difference between their partners, Maple and Kusano. So this is a very evenly matched team.
Now it just comes down to who can execute.
Double touch. That's our technical timeout. I want to talk to you people. What do you think about a wave? Can we get a wave going? You can help me out?
All right, now we're heading into our technical timeout. I want to take this time to thank some of our sponsors: Guam Visitors Bureau, Mikasa, Guam National Olympic Committee, AVC, Corona Asahi Extra Dry. Super Dry, sorry. Vibe, Oceania Volleyball, Sorensen Media, and Jimmy D's Beach Bar.
You know, Shin, we're looking at some of the background information during this break, and, you know, Kusano, her career winnings are $25,000 plus, and Hashimoto not far behind at $18,000. Now, compare that to the younger U.S. team, who's only won really 200 and each ahead. So that'll tell you how much tour experience the Japanese team has over their younger U.S. rivals here today, and it'll be interesting to see how that experience is going to help them in these critical points in the match.
Yeah, experience plays a big part in beach volleyball.
Nothing but money in the back corner.
Ooh, a little pokey to the corner. Kusano back to serve. 12 serving 10.
That's third.
Yeah, they say age is just but a number, but really these two girls from U.S. just 17 years old, whereas Kusano and Hashimoto both have about 10 years on them. But you couldn't tell physically, they're both at the same level.
Kraft back to serve. Maple with the 1-footer. Kusano going up to hit. Maple with the dig. Joust at the net. Hashimoto reaching over, using that height. Hashimoto back to serve, 14 serving 11. Still a lot of volleyball left. Trying to poke it to the angle. Hashimoto there, just couldn't quite clear the net. Japan back up, 15-11.
Now, this is the period we were talking about experience now. This is where, when you get behind, are you going to have the discipline and the mental strength to break through that? Watching these girls play all week, I feel that they will.
Yeah, they're very composed for such a young group, young team.
Yeah, they don't get rattled too easily, for sure.
That's a switch.
Oh yeah, that net ball. That's a mental breakdown there. That's just feeling the pressure. But we'll see how this break does on the switch.
Come on, fans, pump it up. Go for your team. Out there.
Kusano with a jump serve. Oh, nice little dig.
Hashimoto going up, just out of the reach of Kraft. Maple has a question to the ref. Not sure what it was. Kusano back to serve, 17-12.
Look for the Japanese team to add more pressure to try to finish this first set.
Oh, Hashimoto with the block.
Yeah, you're seeing them turn it up now. They want to get this done fast and get to the second one as soon as possible. conserving their energy for a possible
Timeout.
gold
USA.
gold medal match.
We got timeout up by the USA. 18-12.
Who's going USA here?
Got a pretty diverse crowd here.
Who's going Japan?
Now, you might have missed that if you're watching out on the audience. Those umbrellas are out there to offset some of the sunlight that tends to not cooperate with the way the tents are set up sometimes. But the folks here have been smart enough to have umbrellas ready to go to give the players some relief from the sun. So.
It's all on the line. Japan versus USA again in that one.
We got all these little volunteers helping out.
Yeah, it's great. You know, we got a community out here volunteering to help this happen, and you're starting to see the crowd swell out here, and this looks like it's going to be a great Sunday afternoon of beach volleyball.
Yep. Community, but here on the islands, we like to call them a village. Kusano back to serve. 18-12. Continuing that strategy, going after Maple. Hashimoto with the pull. Kusano with the dig, but couldn't quite control it. 13-18. Smart play by Maple.
Looks like that timeout helped the USA team getting that point inside out.
Yep, 13-18. Continue going after Kusano. Kusano with the swing, Maple with the touch. A little pokey short, Hashimoto there. With a set over the block.
Ooh.
Showing some of that veteranship. Little pokey over the block. Hashimoto back to serve, 19 serving 13. Still working on Maple. Maple with a swing to the line.
Down. 14-19.
14-19, touch off that. Touch off the block.
Well, let's see if they continue to continue with the serves to. Yep, they continue to serve to Kusano. Oh, nice.
Open real estate. Suzuka puts it in there.
Little overpass.
Set point.
Hashimoto there.
14, serving for the set. Number one.
20-14. Kusano back to serve.
Let's see.
Set point.
Let's see if they continue to pick on Kraft there, or if they change course.
Going after Maple.
Banging down. Boom. Shaka boom.
Maple makes them pay with a kill.
Side change.
Going right between them. Little miscommunication by the Japanese.
USA trying to fight back
15-20.
down
Kraft back to
Japan trying
serve.
close out this first set.
Now, 5 points is a lot to come back from, but it's been done before.
Going after Kusano. Kusano going up. Little pokey into the block. First set goes to Japan, 21-15.
Suzuka win the first one, 21-15.
Very impressive win for the Japanese team. Winning by 6 points is quite an accomplishment against this very successful USA team. But let's see, the first set was probably won by experience, maybe a little bit of nerves in this round. These ladies from Japan have been here before, meaning in this position. So, and the young girls from California, they got the little jitters maybe out of their way. Hopefully we'll see a little bit more aggressive play from them in the second set.
Yeah, well,
The Pacific Islands Club. And we're loving it here down at Jimmy D.
I want to thank everyone for tuning in to the FIVB Beach Volleyball World Tour, the Guam Beach Cup. Brought to you by Guam Visitors Bureau, Mikasa, Corona Lights, Asahi Super Dry, Vibe, that's volleyball indoor beach every day, Sourcen Media, Oceania Volleyball, Pacific Islands Club, Banco de Brazil, and Jimmy D's Beach Bar. Just going over our sponsors.
All right, let's see how Maple and Kraft bounce back from that that first set loss. I got a feeling they're going to come here swinging.
Maple back to serve. Continuing going after Kusano.
You know, that strategy hasn't been working for them, and I'm wondering if they might want to just shake things up a little bit to get the other team guessing. You really don't want to get the other team into some comfort level. You want to change it up, disrupt their flow.
Outside.
A lot of hustle on that play.
All right, so Japan draws first blood on this set. We'll see how the U.S. responds. They're looking for a side out and a change of momentum.
Continuing going after Maple. Maple with a swing. Kusano there. Hashimoto going over on two. Kraft with the block. USA on the board. 1 to serving 3. Kraft back to serve. Continuing going after Kusano. Going up.
And you see Kusano just keeps making them pay. She's a very crafty hitter. Can do the cutties. Does great shots selection. If they want to maybe change things up, they might want to start picking on the other partner.
Kusano's has such great ball control. Moving the ball around the court.
Oh, you see the little unenforced error there. Japan's strategy going after Maple, it looks like, has paid off there. But don't count her out. She's a great passer. I've watched her all week.
Hashimoto back to serve. Continue going after Maple, but Maple switched sides.
Oh, look
She's
at that
playing
hit.
from the left right now.
Good recovery, a little pokey.
Oh, great play off the net.
Oh,
Oh, scramble play. Kraft going down the middle. A little bit husband and wife zone there. Miscommunication by the Japanese. Talk about some great volleyball, great ball control.
What do you say, fans?
well, you know, Shen, you used to play as I did, and we know when you get in trouble,
Go
hit it,
deep middle.
Go deep middle, and that just seemed to be working right there.
Yep, winning a fiddle. Go deep middle. Hashimoto with a mishandled serve receive. Going up. Going down.
Middle and in. Just inside the back.
Looks like they gave them the same medicine there down the middle. It's an
Yep.
exciting match here. You're starting to feel the competitive vibes come out. Both teams want to win and win badly.
Don't let this score fool you. There's a lot of volleyball left, and this is high-level volleyball, so anything can happen. Kusano with a jump serve going after Kraft this time. Kraft probably wasn't expecting that. Mishandled serve receive.
Yeah, like I had mentioned earlier, the U.S. team generally starts a little slow, then they get in their rhythm, and they're very, very much a rhythm playing team. So you'll see some unforced errors, but then they'll get in a groove and they'll get 2, 3, 4 points in a row. So look to have them rally here, as they do not want to go down 9-2.
No, they don't. If they need to make a stop, now is the time.
Little break from an unforced error. You know, as a coach or player watching, those are the ones you cringe at. Just out services are just.
This time going after Hashimoto.
Oh, big swing there by Hashimoto. Good touch by Kraft.
Maybe making them think, trying to change over to Hashimoto. Japan up 9-3.
Now, you know, in beach volleyball, very similar to tennis, you can't have a coach coaching you once players are on the court. And this is where the players have to have the maturity to understand what changes they need to make, you know, if things aren't working their way. And let's see how the girls respond here by maybe shaking things up, trying to find some type of rhythm. Because right now, they're not playing with that rhythm that I've watched them do all week. Oh, maybe that's the rhythm. That's the pounding that's going to start that beat.
Yep. Just throwing it down. Maple with the swing, dropping the hammer. Check out the divot in the sand.
Yeah, powerful swing there, and I'm glad to see that happen.
All right, USA forward is serving 10. Japan in the lead.
All right, let's see if they can rally here.
Kusano with a swing going into the corner. Beach volleyball corner pocket. Kusano back to serve.
Now, it'll be interesting to see how the Japanese team responds here with such a large lead at this point. Will they play a little more conservative, or do they want to get this game done and rest up?
Kraft going for the swing right at Hashimoto. Hashimoto tried to take a stab at it, but just couldn't quite control it. Kraft back to serve. 5 serving 11. Kraft going after Hashimoto.
Oh, what a set.
Oh,
Nice
great pig. And putting it down.
And you can hear the crowd. See if these girls.
Little unforced error, serving into the net. Hashimoto back to serve. Twelve serving 6. Going after Kraft again. Kraft with a swing. Kusano with the dig. Scramble play. Going deep.
Oh, nice.
Oh, a lot of scrambling going on.
Oh, look at that. Got to give them A for effort there.
Japan and USA putting on a show right now. Turning up the volume. We're at 11.
Talk about hustling. Laying out everywhere.
Hustling off and dusting off. This is let's see if the girls here, the young girls from U.S., going to get that momentum that they've been wanting all set long.
7 serving 12. Long service.
Yeah, it was just out. I don't think the Japanese team realized that that went out. Now they feel a little relieved getting the ball back. Kusano with the ball and serve.
Oh, look at that. What body, what ball control.
Oh, here we go. Battle
Joust.
Battle of the net. Japan gets the point.
Using that height, getting there first. 14-7, going into the technical timeout. Japan leading 14-7. I want to take this time to thank our sponsors, Guam Visitors Bureau, Mikasa, Corona Light, Asahi Super Drive, Vibe, Sorensen Media, Oceania Volleyball, Pacific Islands Club, Banco de Brazil, and Jimmy D's Beach Bar. We're here at the FIVB Beach Volleyball World Tour here on Guam Beach Cup. Got a pretty good turnout here. Crowd's starting to turn up, and people just keep coming in.
You know, Shintaro, this Beach Cup, Guam Beach Cup, they've got $5,000 in prize money up for grabs, but also very important points for teams that are seeking to get higher rankings within their international country, respective countries. Some interesting facts for you while we're waiting for this here. The U.S. has a 1-0 gold medal record over the Japanese women in the FIVB World Tour during gold matches, and it will be interesting to see if that goes to 2-0 or Japan makes it 1-1 for this season.
Be the battle. Hashimoto with the denial on that block. Kusano back to serve. Japan leading 1-0.
Oh, look at that.
The Kraft.
Oh, that's unfortunate because that was a great reflexive on the part of the USA team. And you can almost feel that they're about to start a momentum and then something goes wrong for them and it brings them back to where they are.
Little overpass. Hashimoto putting it back down. Little too close for comfort on that one. See, she just turned around and looked at her partner.
Yeah, that's a good timeout. That's
USA
a good
timeout, 17-7.
Yeah, at this point, as players, if you remember as a player, you say, okay, what is there to lose now? You know, you got to go for it. You got to make big moves. You're down by 10. You can't do business as usual. So let's see if these girls get their composure, get their water, and come out swinging with a different plan. And I think, and I'm thinking they will, because they have the talent to win this game.
You know, as a player, you know, sitting in these huddles, what do you think's going through their mind?
Honestly, if I'm up, I'm looking at my partner going, okay, let's not make any stupid mistakes. You know, let's play smart. And if we're down, I'm saying, hey, let's take some risks. Let's go for things they're not expecting. So it's a different mood in each player tent for sure.
Mm-hmm. Kusano back to serve. Going after Kraft. Maple with a hustle play.
Oh, there you go.
Kraft going up, putting it down.
That's what I've watched all week. They're set up that play and execute flawlessly like that. And when they do that, these girls are unbeatable.
Kraft back to serve. Going after Hashimoto this time. Hashimoto with the line shot. Maple there. Maple with the swing. Kusano there.
Nice dig on Kusano.
Kusano with a pokey. Maple there again. Another pokey. And this time it finds the sand.
All right, looks like the momentum's starting to come the way of the young girls from U.S. It's going to give them the confidence they need to push through here.
Mm-hmm. This is the time you need to make a push. Going after Hashimoto with the back set. Oh, over the block, down the line.
That high line kills more teams than I know.
Yep.
It's such a difficult shot to protect.
Especially because Hashimoto she's such a tall player and has such a high reach.
Yeah.
It's more of a downward trajectory instead of that shrimp, the jumbo shrimp.
That's right. It's with taller players, very hard to see what they're about to do there. The shorter players, you'll see them You can kind of tell with their shoulder rotation what they're going to do.
And down there on the line and touching out, and that's a side change.
USA again attacking the blocker that's pulling off the net. It's paid off.
Well, I tell you what, it may be 18-10, but getting to the double digit is a big mental positive for the U.S. team. You know, they look at it now as just 8 points back, not. I know math is hard for everybody, but this, it's all perception right
Yep.
now.
Off that. Little too deep.
Nope. Little carry, unforced error by Japan. Here you go. Now it's 7. You see, I mean, it just feels different looking at it from when you're in double digits.
Yeah. Don't let the score fool you. This is a tough game.
Off the block.
Oh yes. No, it's been a very competitive game throughout.
If you notice that, look at it. Kusano just got called for a carry. And very next play, she still didn't shy away from using her hands.
Yeah, you got to have confidence in your skill, and you know the training and practice that you do. You got to have confidence in that.
It's that confidence in that jump server going after Kraft. Kraft with a swing. Kusano there, setting up, swinging away.
Looks like a net.
Maple with the touch.
The judges call the net, and we're at game point here.
Looks like the bottom ref called a net.
Set. Match point.
Set match point. Going down the line at Kraft, but
There you
just sailing out.
You see that excitement? These two have not given up. They believe they can win this game.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Anything can go. This is high-level volleyball.